And welcome everybody back to the channel. Today we are making my debut here on PlayStation. This is going to be a start of a whole new journey. Yes, I just started on PC, but you know what? Let's go and start on PlayStation, especially with crossplay coming. Let's go and start over and get on some crossplay here on the PlayStation side of things. If you guys do enjoy this video, do not forget to drop a like down below. Every single like is very much appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you're notified when we upload a brand new video. Now, this is going to be a journey. I
Yeah,
will definitely say
it was
that
the
this
same
is going
choice
to
as the
be
first
a
one by the team.
long journey. We are finally here on PlayStation. I know a few people that have been waiting for me to finally join the PlayStation side of Vigor, and we are here. And we're starting brand new, fresh, and ready to go. So, yeah, we're going to be pretty much just going into our first three encounters, 3 or 4 encounters, I want to say maybe. And yeah, we're just going to be seeing what we can do. We're playing out the tutorial real quick. Probably in the footage, I'm going to be showing some quick clips. But yeah, pretty much just going through the tutorial, playing our first few encounters, seeing what kind of action we can get ourselves into.
Has
And I'm going to be having to commentate over it because unfortunately, the footage that was supposed to be captured with my mic was not turned on for the PlayStation, so I wasn't able to capture my live commentary audio, which is unfortunate, but hey, I'm here to commentate over it. As we get into our first encounter, I already have Bard and Signal marked. They're really close together. This lobby wasn't too bad, but we had one main goal, and that was trying to get away with as much loot as possible. As you can see, I'm just passing over food because food is not valuable no longer. So I was like, okay, well, there's food in that one, looted that, but unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot of loot in this house, so I was like, okay, we gotta keep on moving. Let's go to the house next to Signal as a shack, and we found some glass and chemicals, which is very useful. And we ended up hitting Signal real quick here. And I was like, okay, let's check Signal. There has to be a spawn there. And I was correct. There was a spawn inside the barn. So, right here, you guys can see. I didn't realize it was on single fire and almost potato aimed it, but we were able to get him. But unfortunately, this guy wasn't able to defend himself, didn't bring in any loot. Unfortunate for him. We're here at Boathouse, same place, so I was like, okay, let's go ahead and open it, get the process started, loot around a little bit, and as you guys can tell, I'm only picking up certain parts because some of the parts I don't need, like knives. I don't care to pick those up. Knife parts, I don't use knives, so I don't pick them up. But I'll pick up any kind of rifle parts and stuff like that, so I was like, okay, check Signal before we open Bard, nobody really around. Which here in a minute, you'll see how quick this guy gets here. I go in, let's go and check Bard, get all the loot we can. Of course, we found my favorite sniper, which I might end up using later. But right here, I was waiting for Signal, and lo and behold, there was a guy that got here quickly, which kind of surprised me. And I tried to take him out right there, but it didn't work. But I was like, okay, let's push him. Can't be that experienced. I feel a little bit more confident here on console. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and push him. And we have a little interesting gunfight here, peeking each other. And then, well, like, right here, I was able to actually take him out, which I was happy about, which is pretty cool. I'm enjoying PS4, honestly. I really am. So I was like, okay, let's check Signal one last time. And as you guys can tell, I see one guy there. I'm like, okay, maybe I can catch him going to that exit. Maybe I'll run into him. So I was like, okay, let's go. I hear the phone ringing, so I'm like, okay, let's go and ring the phone as I'm looking that direction, trying to see if anybody's there. And of course, there is the guy, which I don't know how he got there so quickly. So I was like, okay, yes, I get to use M21. Had a little gunfight with him. Of course, potato aim. And right here, I think is where I messed up. Because, as you guys can see, I got a headshot. So GG's to the raincoat. I'll catch you guys in the next encounter. And brand new encounter. Luckily, we were able to get a spawn right on top of Signal, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and run this direction, make sure there's nobody coming close. I don't see anybody over the ridge, so I'm like, okay, let's check Signal real fast. And there was actually a guy that was spawned close, so I'm like, okay, one thing I gotta do is try to push, and I see him running across, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a shot at him. Unfortunately, I was not able to kill him with that burst, and yes, I'm using the A74K here, the KSU, the mini AK. This guy was kind of squirmy and wormy. I kept on trying to wiggle and move around, but we are both like trying to get the best of each other, trying to trick each other out. And we did this for quite a few minutes here, honestly. Not a few minutes, but a few seconds. We kept on trying to look for each other. We couldn't really find each other, so I'm like, okay, I hear him, but I can't hear him. I couldn't tell what direction he was running towards. It was really movie around, so I was like, okay, it sounds like he's running back. So I'm like, okay, let me crawl over here and see. And lo and behold, he was. But I think this guy, he was trying to run towards the exit because I believe he was low on ammo for his LED-5. So I was like, okay, yeah, he had been running to the exit. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I feel like I don't really have much else to go for. So I started looting, and I was like, you know what? Let's get a survival encounter. So we'll survive this one, and I just grabbed whatever loot I could, and then I went ahead and went towards the exit because you know what? Just got an LED-5. Got some decent loot. Let's try to survive because all the work we did in the previous encounter and our first encounter did not go well and didn't end very well for us either. So I was kind of disappointed in the last encounter. So I was like, let's survive this one, get away with some loot. I'm kind of embarrassed my first encounter on PlayStation. I died to another Ranko, but hey. Now we're in a brand new encounter. Same map as the last one here on Anakin. I went ahead and marked Signal because Signal's right down the way. No, I think I marked Comms over here because Comms is close. And I wanted to try to get away with an airdrop this one. So we ended up trying to move airdrop closer to where I was. And that's exactly what I did. And now I believe right here I was like, okay, I heard some shooting over the ridge. But I ended up going towards these houses and looting. And I went ahead, let's pick up a phone duel, see if we can't get one. And our phone duel did pick up the phone. And he was far across the map, so I was like, okay, let's just continue looting. And right here, I heard some shots that sounded like a SVD shot, but I think it's more of a SG-1. And you're probably wondering, because I didn't leave very much context, why I rang the phone again. It is because my phone duel died. And right here, I was like, okay, those gunshots came from container. So let's go ahead and go try to find guy at container. And lo and behold, I see him. And I'm going to shut up here. And I was able to get a clean, nice, beautiful headshot on this guy. And I was like, okay, let's go and see what loot he had. And it was actually the SG-1 guy. Had some pretty decent loot. And I went ahead, checked container because I knew there's probably something there. And it was only a shotgun. So I was like, okay, airdrop's about to come. Let's go check signal one last time because I know somebody has to be in the area. So I'm sitting here looking at the map. I'm like, okay, what exit can I get out of? And how many players. There's only one guy left camping the tower, so I was like, okay, let's go grab our airdrop. Let's survive. Let's get away with what we can. And you guys might think I left those antibiotics there, but I didn't. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up the video. I hope you guys all did enjoy. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we'll definitely be playing some more Vigor on PlayStation here in the future. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I can't wait to see what we do here on the channel with PlayStation, Vigor, and what we do with this account. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Outlanders!